Hello everyone, my name is Akira. I'm a pianist, piano teacher, and a translator who's lived in 3 different countries. Recently, I've been posting videos to share simple tips that will immediately improve your musicality. I hope those were useful, but today I want to talk about recent changes to the books I've been using. If you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, like you're supposed to, you already know what my go-to books for beginners and intermediate students. And if you haven't watched these videos, please go ahead and check them out. So I've started as a piano student and now I'm teaching, so I've been involved in this for many decades. Let's leave it to that. But pianos themselves haven't changed that much since 200 years ago. And the music we're using from intermediate on were mostly written during that time. So what can change? Well, let's find out. Before I start, as always, I want to say a huge thank you to my supporters on patreon.com and YouTube membership. On this channel, I'm posting videos of my performances and topics related to and not related to music for educational and entertainment purposes. And your support means so much to me as I try to grow this community little by little. And if you're kind enough to support me for $3 or $10 per month, I'll leave a link to my Patreon page in the description. Also, you can support this channel directly from YouTube from right here. Alright, let's start. So recently, I was checking the books I ordered for my students and noticed something.
The Canon has changed.
It might be hard to tell on the camera, but the new one's a little shinier. And the texture is really smooth. I guess these are fancier paper. Yep, that's pretty much it. Cover paper also changed for Bergmuller, but when it comes to Bergmuller, the back is white now. Same deal for Sonatina. You might be thinking, well, it's just a cover. What's the big deal about it? It is a big deal. I've been using these Shermer edition books for a long time, since childhood. And I'm so accustomed to this color and texture. So when I saw the shiny cover and white back, I almost thought I ordered wrong edition. But alright, it's been many decades. It's time to update. Maybe they fixed some of the errors that they contained before. Maybe they finally decide to fix all of that.
No.
The Bergmuller still contains unnecessary seniors in number 6, 7, and 8. You know, because da capo already means to go back to the beginning. You don't have to put 2 senior marks. Or Czerny number 9 still has this mysterious dot. These errors have been here forever, and I often get questions from my students like, what is this dot? Or why do you have senior marks here? So my friends at Howlin' Out Company, please fix those problems, and you're welcome to send me the newest edition for free of charge. So it turns out these changes have been just a superficial change on cover. And as far as I can see, there's nothing changed inside the book.
However,
there have been cases where it doesn't seem like the book has been changed from outside at all, but they secretly changed inside. So for example, there's a little piece called Indian Song in level 1A of Alfred's Basic Piano Library series. As many of you know already, I have an online studio, and I had to teach online lessons to many of my in-studio students during the COVID. And one day, I was teaching one of my students, and I said, okay, let's open page 57, Indian Song. And my student goes, what? And you know how with little kids on online lessons, I can't open the pages for them like I would in in-person lessons. So I had to rely on them to open to the right page. And I thought there was miscommunication like usual. So I was saying, well, you just played rocking tune. If you look at the right side page, you see the music with the title on top. It says Indian Song. And they say, mine says Mountain Echoes. So I went to our studio inventory of method books, and there it is. In the newer books, it says Mountain Echoes. Look, believe it or not, these books are exactly the same books. Mine just really old and scratched up, because I've been using this since I started teaching. I know the society is trying to be more and more politically correct these days, but is there any harm to call this little song that sounds like native Indian drums Indian song? Is it really that bad? Am I not saying anything? By the way, this piece does teach important lesson, and I don't feel like it's that offensive. I wouldn't be offended if there's an Asian song that goes. Well, I don't think it's that offensive, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Okay, so even though it doesn't look like a big deal to me, maybe it's a big deal. Maybe somebody complained. So the publisher decided to just swap out that song and keep the same book and just shrunk this image to get rid of that totem thing. Alright, problem solved. They decided not to tell us about the problem. Yeah, no problem. We'll just swap it out. Well, I understand people make mistakes. But if you made a mistake and making a new edition, I think they should send us a new one. Or at least make an announcement that they're changing this. And not just swap out a song and make it look like nothing happened. It's like our car company is changing the airbag from the new model without telling anybody that they installed the killer airbag in the previous ones. I know calling a music Indian song is not as life-threatening as that, but when I found that out during the online lesson, I felt really weird. Next example is this famous people. Again, during an online lesson, my student goes, well, on that page I have awesome creatures. And you know what? I'm a piano teacher. I don't really pay attention to the words on the page, but I was trying to think why they changed from famous people to awesome creatures. Again, in this case, we both have second edition. The funny thing is Piano Adventures actually said second edition because a few changes were made from the ones I was originally using. So publishers sometimes come up with a second edition, although whether that was necessary or not was a big question. Maybe they just did that because they wanted us to update the books. But this time, they just decided to swap out the song without telling us anything. So I was trying to figure out why they had to change it and started looking at the words closely. And it said, sing the names of famous people. Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin, Christopher Columbus. Oh no, Christopher Columbus. Well, I know Columbus has been a sensitive topic these days, and I'm not here to say whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. But again, what I want to say here is, if the publishers thought they made such a big, terrible mistake, they should just recall the books and not just correct it from the newer versions and pretend like nothing happened. Especially, they made the new edition before. Why not this time? But in the newest performance book, where it points to the corresponding music in lesson book, it still says famous people. So they thought they got rid of Columbus secretly, but they didn't. The last example, I really need your help trying to figure out why this was changed. So there's this song that sounds awfully like Happy Birthday, but I understand why you can't use the name Happy Birthday. But I don't understand why they had to change the picture. Is there anything wrong or offensive about this picture? Are you not supposed to have a cake without people around it? Let me know in the comment section. Nothing else seems to have changed. It's just this picture all of a sudden just changed. Let me know if you know the reason why this had to be changed. There are probably many other changes that has been made over the time, but these are the ones I could just think of off my head. It's not like I'm writing down every single changes that were made to the books throughout the years. I'm not that nerdy. But let me know what you think. Were these changes really necessary? Should the publishers recall the books and give us a new one for free? I think so. Should these errors in Sharma edition be fixed? I'm looking forward to reading your comments. If you like this video, please hit the like button so YouTube will know this is a good video and start recommending it to other people too. If you're interested in one-on-one lessons or consultations with me, I'll leave the link to my appointment system in the description. If you're interested in more music topics like this, please subscribe and hit the like button so you won't miss my future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!